Dog training with the Grandmaster. Let a few people come in here before I start talking. We're gonna let a few people come in before I start dropping the 411. How y'all doing tonight? Welcome. To my little parakeet. Probably can't see him. That's one of them. That's Jeezy right there. That's some Indian ringnecks up in there. Got a little Avery out here for him. Grandmaster and the animals. Let a few people come in. You know, I met with some clients this week, and I'm now pretty much open to private training sessions. And in my private training sessions, these are some of the questions I ask these clients. And it's a pretty good question. That all of them seem to be baffled at times when I ask. Sinus kicking in. And I have to ask the same question to you guys, because I know that most of you guys, flip the camera the wrong way. What do I need to do? Is it the right way? Yeah. And I asked the same question to you guys because it's a very important question. So let me just ask you guys this question. Dog's doing good, Chuck. DK9 in the house. Ashi Howard, is that right? Ashi Howard, yeah, Barbados. Listen, Oaktown, One Love. I asked my clients this question over the weekend at a dog training camp I had going. And I asked this question because for me, I'm a different kind of dog person. I'm a dog person that loves working dogs, right? I love dogs, period, but when it comes to dog training, and I want to train a dog to be a obedience trained dog, obedient trained dog, and then we start talking about dogs that can do detection and other utility work, and as well as becoming a protection dog, a personal protection dog. And it seems like when you have these training camps, people have their dogs that they love, that they put a lot of money into, right? And I hear them tell me all of these things about, oh, the mom and dad was beautiful, and he was a black, and the mom, she was a tan, or they'll say stuff like, the dad, oh yeah, he was real, he had a big head. And I'm asking questions because I see weaknesses in the character of the dogs, the pups, or the dogs that they have themselves. They might have a lot of traits that we can deal with. Then they have some few important character traits that seems to be weakness, that is a weakness in it, which needs to be which is very important, There's a weakness in it, and that should be very important when it comes to keeping a dog. And I asked them, would you guys, when you get to a point in your dog training, you have to make a decision whether this dog can do the work or it can't. And every last one of these people say, oh, I love my dog. If it can't do it, I'm still keep it. I just love my dog. And I say to myself, it's unbelievable how out here in the market, people just buy all these dogs from anywhere, everywhere. But when I get ready to sell them a dog, they want me to make the dog fly to the moon and back, the puppy. At 8 weeks old, they want it to fly to the moon and back, and they want to see this, and they want to see that. But none of these people can tell me anything about the parents, what the parents do. I'll ask, like, so did they show you the parents? What did the dad do? Well, no, I really didn't see him. He just told us to stand back. They let us see him from a distance. So the mom and dad was like, huh? Really? What? Or something like, yeah, the mom, she was barking at us, and the dad, he had him over there on the side of the house. They really couldn't be together. He said, boy, they had to be bad. Huh? They couldn't be together, so he had to be bad? A dog ain't bad till we put him you get in a suit and you put pressure on him and you test him. You do several different things. You watch his training videos and you watch him go through all of these different situations, and the dog seem to surpass. Then you say, he a nice dog, or he a great dog, or whatever, and then you say he bad. But why are dogs just bad to the regular consumer just because of the way he look? Why? Why does the average consumer see a Connie Corso online, a Mastiff, or some sort, and he had a big collar on his neck and a big chain, and he was bad just because he had a big old giant chain? You can't do no dog training like that. Yes. You can, but I'll come out there and get it. How can a dog just be bad just because he has a big bolt chain on his neck? They tell me you can't. How can you train him with a bolt chain on his neck? A dog, just like if you're a carpenter, if you're a construction worker of some sort, any business, it's just anything you are, you need tools of the trade. You got to have your tools of the trade to train a dog. Flat collars, a lead, certain levels. You're gonna need a pincher for healing, and e-collars when you get ready to go to the advance or whatever. You can't just tell me a dog bad because you saw they had him on the side of the house and he was on a big boat chain, boy. He was going back and forth. Huh? I run back and forth too if I'm in a little small, tight little spot, and that's all I got to run. Stop buying dogs. Stop saying dogs bad just because he got a big head or he got some muscles or he a mastiff dog or he a shepherd of some sort and he barking when you come around the side of the house. They barking because you're a stranger and you come to a new environment and you're a new individual in his territory, and dogs bark. That's what they do. That don't make him bad. Then these puppies, these dogs that people buy from these people, they're certainly not confident. Low drive, no drive. Low drive, no drive. And so these questions I ask people all the time when you end up buying puppies and dogs and you start training, and the trainer sitting here asking you these questions because he wants you to think and see. When you see my dog and you have these expectations that this dog is going to be just like my dog, you can't believe that. See, that's when people will get mad with you out here if you're a dog trainer. If you're a real dog trainer, you're training dogs, you should tell people straight off the bat, look, we can train the dog, you can invest money into this. I don't know how far it can go. We can keep doing this until we get to that, till the dog gets it or whatever, or maybe he won't. But me, I see him and I know that they ain't gonna do it. And if he do it, the right pressure gonna put him in a bad situation and put you in a bad situation. Especially if you have expectations for this dog to be a protection dog. Now, if you just want a pet to sit on the sofa and behave in the house and don't bite your sofa, don't pull on the curtains, don't go in the garbage can, don't bite your favorite shoes, grab the wife purse, biting phone cords, cables like this and chewing them up, and you don't want him to relieve him or her to relieve themselves inside the house or in the kennel, then that's fine. But you can't believe that just because you buy a Doberman for a Rottweiler and you had one when you was little, that dog is finna do the work. That you believe and you can't say, oh, this trainer just not good and walk away. Clearly when the dog sees a person or a dog, they're in avoidance, they're running, and all you did was just, hey, how you doing? Go to shake their hand, and the dog scared. Or the dog fine. Then all of a sudden, one dog bark because it bark at somebody, and then the other dog run like a pack of puppies would do in the wild. The mama bark and give them the signal to take it, run to the nest and hide. Come on, man. Come on, people. Come on. Those are bad signs. Those are bad signs, and you can see it. It is what it is. Stop believing that these dogs are going to grow out of something. No, they're not. Let me tell you what happens. You can take a dog that is afraid of people and things and let it grow up in the backyard and nobody really punks it out. What happens is, excuse me, I'm having this sinus reaction. What happens is the dog grow up and it becomes a dangerous dog because now what he believes is he get the confidence if he can run off one or two people in his life experience, like the little grandchild or your neighbor's boy or someone who's afraid of dogs, and it barked once or twice, it jumped back, the dog jumped back and they jumped back together, and all of a sudden they scream and holler, and then that one time was good enough where some dogs may take 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, or 100 times, but that one time was good enough to make them believe that that was some kind of magic trick that they had. But still, that dog is not going to be able to handle pressure. Even a dog like that can't run down the street, climb up the ladder, jump in a window, and go down the steps and go get a person. He's not going to do that. He's too afraid. A dog like that ain't going to do nothing but bite somebody if it come in this space and push him in a corner. Yeah. A dog like that is only going to bite when you come into its space. You ain't gonna be able to take a dog like that and send him off 2 blocks down the street and catch somebody and come back. You believe that? No, it's not gonna happen. Raised too many of them. I've seen too many dogs like that in my younger days. I don't have tolerance for that at this age. I don't have time for that at this age. It's buy a good dog from somebody who lives the lifestyle, imprinting the dogs, doing the right thing. And if you got a purpose that you need a dog for, buy a dog that can meet that purpose, can meet that standard, meet those needs. And me personally, I grew up loving. You guys know I love all kind of. I had all kind of dogs, but I think I'm a German Shepherd man because of the way they look. But I can't raise German Shepherds and breed them because the ratio of expectations is not going to meet what it comes to when you have Belgian Malinois or a Dutch Shepherd. It's not going to even be close. It's not going to meet those kind of dogs. You're going to get one every now and then. I see a lot of people with German Shepherds that are successful online that are doing work with them, but truthfully, when I look at them, you might see the dog, oh, he doing good. Not me. I see the small engine. I see the 3-cylinder. The slant 3-cylinder, 1 block 3-cylinder, slant 3-cylinder. I see the 3-cylinder. No. I don't want that. That ain't enough for me. That not for me. My expectations, the bar is high. The bar is high. The bar is out of this world. I can't deal with this right here and glide about right here. I can't live like that. Life's short. You got one life to live. We're in a world where these people take your life for a little nothing. You gotta have a good dog that comes from good genetics, good imprinting, and good training. And you gotta have a good trainer and helpers that really want your dog to surpass. That really want trying to do good work and it starts with a breeder and a breeding. And you can't just get a dog that don't come from nothing and be anything like that. It's almost like saying you and I see a old Corvette or old Firebird or old Mustang in the junkyard, and we think we're gonna go out here to the Indy 500 and race Dale Earnhardt, if I said that right. It's no freaking way. There's no freaking way we're gonna win the NASCAR with that kind of car. Maybe around the hood we can outrun a few Volkswagens and a few Toyota Celicas and some stuff like that, but we're not gonna win the Indy 500. And you have to be real. And so those questions I ask people, when are we gonna come to the reality where we can say, hey man, I lost the money. It's a nice little pet, let me start a while. I may have lost my money. The dog can't do the work. You can't fall in love. My bottom line, you can't fall in love with these dogs so much to where you start forgetting what the purpose is, what you got them for. Now, yeah, you love dogs and you love animals, and hey, you might not want to give them away or whatever, and you imported them, but hey, man, you got to start off with a good dog. You got to get another dog and do the work with it. These dogs, all dogs, you can train them, but you can only train them to their genetic potential. All dogs can be trained, but you can only train a dog to his genetic potential. And what is that? You get what I'm saying? We want to race horses. I'm not going to mix a mule with a pacer or a trotter. I'm not going to mix a mule with a trotter. And then I got another mule that got a wild horse mixed with it. And we could bring that in there and all that talking like that. That sounds like some little kids, some fools. If we gonna sell moonshine, let's sell moonshine. We ain't finna mix no champagne and water together and keep talking about we gonna build it up. We can't build it up from that. We gotta start with the right stuff. You start with shit, you end with shit. You start with shit, you end with shit. So even with the dogs, some of you may have, I ask you those questions and you have to ask yourself, the all of the time I'm putting into this dog, all the medication I'm putting into this dog, is this dog worth my training? Is this dog worth my medicine? Am I wasting my time? My life is short. Am I gonna wait 12 years with this dog and then 12 years later get another dog because I'm stuck with this dog? You always have a choice. You always have a choice, and it's up to you guys to make the right choice. So, if you're gonna buy a Doberman, and you get online on these dog training sites, you buy a Doberman from somebody who training Dobermans. There's guys I see all the time online with good Dobermans. I got a friend that got Connie Corsals. His name is Joe Church. He has about 4 or 5 of them. He breeds them. I know another guy that breed Connie Corsos, Joe Thomas and Joe Thomas out of Jacksonville, call him Waterfront. And he loves to train his dogs. They're working dogs. And most of his dogs he sold to and got from another guy that's here named Telly Arnold. So those are 3 guys in there. When you start talking about you want good dogs, you got to go to people who are online, who are putting their name out here, and their name is, and they're people of integrity because they stand behind their product. They're branding their product. They're standing behind their product. They're showing you videos. They're giving you information that they're learning. They're learning stuff. They're learning with you, or they're teachers that can teach you stuff because they learn things. And that's how you get a good dog. That's who you get a good dog from. You get a dog from them because those kind of people are not trying to just breed because of looks. You know, I don't want to care about the dog ears, his tail, how big he is, how much he weigh. That's the first conversation with all dog people. They want to talk about how much your dog weigh. I don't care nothing about that. I can't tell you how much none of my dogs weigh. I ain't never weighed them much. I can tell you he bite, and I can tell you he bite hard. A dog is beautiful to me by what he does. And that's very important because I believe in working genetics. And working genetics is what I'm into and what's very important. Uh, so, just be real with yourself, people. Stop believing that these dogs are great dogs because when you see somebody lying with a dog and they happen to have a great camera in a good angle at the right dang time, and your dog that's so yeah. No man, that don't sell me. Don't sell me, and it shouldn't sell you guys. Salute to my man DK9, Doug in the house, and you're right. Genetics matter. It always matter. If he ain't barking and cutting up, or if he barking and cutting up, I got you. I got you. So yeah, I like to raise me some other. I like dogs. I love all kind of dogs, but I'm only turned on when I can get a dog to do all kind of things, and the dog is willing to learn, wants to learn, and just driven for it, for whatever game you want to play. Those are the kind of dogs that impress me. Those are the kind of dogs I want to put in my genetics. Low drive, no drive, those type of dogs, no. You don't want to mess with them. They're pet dogs. They're for somebody, an elderly person on a cane. And that's about it. Hey, man, I'm Grandmaster Vaughn the Muff. I appreciate all you guys coming in. I got pups always for sale. If you want to get pups, now is a great time to get on our waiting list or get a pup that we have available. We always have dogs. Like I said, we got some beautiful working pups available now. If you're looking for dog training equipment, I'm the guy to call. We make it, make it for your pup at the stage of training that your dog is. So that's a very important part of training, is having the right equipment, because you may get a pup with a soft mouth or teething, and you got these super hard sleeves that they sell online. Well, I make sleeves for puppies up to adult, and they're still the same sleeve that you can put your little 4-week puppy on and your 2-year-old dog on, and still does the same thing. So it's nice for the dog to grab, put in their mouth, get a full bite. You develop that, and that's what makes the dog look good when he's biting online and on your videos, and makes a dog also be able to break a man down who's trying to hurt you, because the dog has got the fundamentals and the technique through having the right imprinting and good equipment. Bite sleeves, leg sleeves, tug toys, reward toys for when you're out here and you don't have treats all the time. You don't want to train your dogs, get them accustomed to looking for food and stuff like that, because you're trying to wean them away from that, and you just want to pet your dog across the head and build up his drive and give him a bite off the tug toy and a little tug game here, and throw it and hide it and develop that scent game you're playing, or to use it for a tracking game, dragging it on the ground with a string through this hook. You know, you can use these toys, and I've sent it balls as well. I have packages for the bite sleeve, the tug toy, and the send it ball. So don't be afraid to call. We got videos as well. We still sell our videos. Our videos are hot. $65 for videos. You buy more than one video, we try to put you together a deal where the videos are actually on a thumb drive. So you open up that MP4 or on your nephew. What's up? Open it up on your computer or play it in your car that can has a video screen that plays video. So we have videos, tug toys, all kind of personal protection training equipment. Again, be sure to support our channel, you guys. We got a lot of guys on here that supports the channel all the time. And, you know, some of you guys don't. But information is priceless. Be sure to hit us on Cash App. That's $ULYSEEMUFFJR. Or you can dial our number, 904-450-3339, and call us directly and say, hey, man, I want to give you $2. I don't care if it's $2, $200, $2,000, $2 million. No donation too small, no donation too big. It makes me get on this video and want to talk dogs to people like you. I appreciate you guys coming, and until the next video, keep training, keep training, keep training, keep training, but most of all,